Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee, today, Nissan Stadium, as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCLA's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Marshall. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got it. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Georgia's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The throw. Finds his tight end. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Scrambling away. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Going for 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but...
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. Defense drags him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a Heat. the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Bruins will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I... First part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the air, it's Dyer. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab outside. It's Matthews. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. There's the pressure. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. No, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to get him down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. A quick pass to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's White. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Got his man downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Buys a little time. Unloads to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. They're working that left side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe...
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their third of the day. They're number one in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful year.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
There he goes. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic.
And they will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Oh, they're after him. 4 points on the board before the break. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That gets them back to within 10.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Music City Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that's the case. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Music City Bowl.
And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Breaks the tackle. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Quarterback on the keeper. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. Got a lot of room to the right. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the extra point is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab deep. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. First and 10 for the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at it.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same.
Gets away from one, finds some space. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking pass. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And it shows you the vision and shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important. Having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the fourth down. And, man, what a nice play by the running back.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Smashes it between the uprights. That gives him a 16-10 lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Oh, he's got a chance. He's loose on the right. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look and create an opportunity for big plays.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackle.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
On the move.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Skips away from pressure. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
The quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll try it over the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line and brings up 4th down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
That's a miss as an OC. He's coming to the sidelines and listen, that's not a great throw. We got to take something off of it. But we also can't miss inside. So it's a tough dynamic when you're throwing that out route. But either way, quarterback, wide receiver, they have to do a better job being on the same page.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And he's virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was
Turning it on! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, what a game this guy's been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Bruins! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Field shrinks. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's White. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to the ground. Powers through the defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before the chains move, and the Wildcat formation pays off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Making side adjustments here. Going to swing it on second down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They punted away on fourth down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's That's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Handoff from the gun. There he goes!
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
On the run, fires downfield. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He'll start this drive firing. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation. Did a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it, had to take the loss.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Caught behind the line. It's Rasmussen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge third down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Might be looking to run. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. And the defense gets bruised, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Doyle. Under fire. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Georgia! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They immediately call timeout trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Bruins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw on 3rd. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Bruins heading quickly to the line. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Georgia.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they tie it up, fellas, here in the final seconds.
And the late game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in a spot. Know exactly where he likes to kick it from. He drives it through. We're tied up, and we're headed to overtime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Doyle. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Got room on the return. What a tremendous effort on the final play of regulation. But we've got overtime coming. So here comes our first play of overtime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the direct snap, it's Rasmussen. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They strike first in overtime.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime with 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They are up against it, a third and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, UCLA! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. Don't assume on this extra point they needed to send it to a second OT. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being hard. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch.
Breaks into the open. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football and showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Finds this big tight end. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. And that's one he'd like to have back.
Defense in press coverage. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
And those are so frustrating when you're defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. On the direct snap, it's Rasmussen. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Rasmussen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. A game winner. What a finish in double overtime with the touchdown.
Game on the line. They've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the